Let's be honest, if it was just about the strategy, you'd already be rich. You've tried the tips, you've watched the trainings, maybe you've even budgeted for a bit, but the results haven't stuck. Why? Because it's not just about what you do, it's about how you think and feel about money. So, if you've ever thought, I should be further along by now, or wondered why you keep hitting the same money blocks or the same money ceilings, no matter how hard you try, this episode is going to be perfect for you. So let's get to it. Welcome back to the Your Money, Your Life podcast. I'm your host, Amy Circo. Today, we are diving into money mindset and how it impacts your financial success. Today is going to be more about laying the foundation, what money mindset really means, why it matters to your income, and how you can start shifting it right now. But I'm also going to give you some multiple simple, trying to remember, practical action steps that you can take to start changing your relationship with money immediately. So, what is money mindset? Money mindset is your thoughts, feelings, and emotions around money, that set of beliefs, the habits that you have. Oftentimes, they're formed by very early age. The experts kind of have some disagreement here, but about the age of 7, right? We're influenced by experiences, family growing up, culture, movies that we watch. That is a big proponent. Media, television. Here, I'll give you an example. So, we've all heard the story, right? We've all seen the movie Christmas Carol, right? And Scrooge he's wealthy, he has money, right? But he holds on to it. He doesn't share, obviously, throughout the movie that changes. But the perception that rich people are evil, rich people are selfish, those things is perpetrated throughout culture, media, influences. Now, I'm not saying you need to hide in a box and never do anything, but we need to be aware of it. We need to work on our mindset around money and be intentional with it because we have been influenced and programmed by so many different things. We're going to take we're going to be intentional and take our power back and really be mindful of the way that we think about money, the beliefs that we have about money. Okay? Um this really affects everything, and we're going to kind of back up for a second. So we've got our strategy, right? That's like your step by steps. Those are the practical things that you're doing, the action steps that you're doing. Then we have the mindset. That's our beliefs and thought patterns around money, right? And then we have the energetics and the emotional piece of it. And that's more about who you are being, less what you're doing. So we can have the step by step strategy. We can have a great money mindset and the way that we believe about money. But if we still have the voice in the back of our head, like saying that's not true, that's the energetic piece. Okay. But we're going to focus today around the mindset. And the mindset, we really work on them all at the same time. But the mindset feels like such a critical piece because we have to shift our belief. If we don't believe that we can do the strategy, we're not going to do the strategy. If we don't believe that we are worthy to receive, how can we work on the energetic piece of being somebody who is willing and able to receive money? Okay. So, some of the common money mindset blocks that I hear, I'm just not good with money. You feel stuck in fear. There is a lot of fear going on right now in the world. And there are so many people that I'm seeing slide into that fear of being stuck. And I am not saying that you can't be passionate about things that are going on in the world, but what are you letting it do to your energy? What are you doing? What can you control? What is your part? And then we can also talk about like the mindset piece of like looking at both sides of the issue. We're not getting into that. That's a whole nother topic. Anybody can have these money mindset beliefs. It doesn't matter. You can have $2 in your bank account or $200,000 in your bank account. We still have to work on these beliefs and the mindset. Okay. The good news is it's a skill, and any skill can be developed, right? We can practice on this. We can work on this. And again, I'm going to give you in a minute. As we get a little bit farther, I'm going to give you a couple exercises to help shift the way that you feel around money. Okay. So, again, even if we do the great strategies, if your mindset's not in the right spot, if it's not aligned, it's not going to be sustainable. Yeah, okay, let's go here. A lot of times, if we see a big income jump, like you have an amazing launch, you do something, you have a massive income jump, and then it falls back, that's normally either a mindset or an energetic issue. And mindset kind of has to be at the forefront here because, again, it goes back to your beliefs and the way that the things that you believe, and if things about you believe about yourself really is energetic as well. But again, mindset here. The biggest thing that I see with our mindset is we get so laser focused. We don't believe that things can be different. If you can commit to approaching something with an open mind, you are going to see so much change. We're going to get into, I think it's next week, probably one of the biggest transformations that I see when it comes to your mindset and how we approach money, because we're going to talk about debt and all of the guilt and shame that can come up around debt. Okay. Want to take what we're talking about even deeper? Grab your free copy of the Money Mindset Playbook. It's just now available, refresh on the Money Mindset Mastery Checklist. This is the guide that's going to help you uncover and shift the money beliefs that are holding you back. Just head to amycirca.com/mindset or check out the show notes to download it now. Let's get into action steps. Okay. So the first thing, keep an open mind. And even just by setting the intention of like, I'm going to keep an open mind to what I might not know, what could be the next level that I could uncover, you're going to see change there. Practical step-by-step action step. Let's work on our gratitude. Gratitude is so powerful. It really rewires your mind like for abundance instead of lack because we're focusing on the things that we have. And I'm going to give you a caveat here, a shift that I want you to make on this exercise. So don't tune me out because we've probably have all heard like, write down what you're grateful for. And yeah, that it doesn't work if we don't do it in the correct manner. Okay. Focusing on the gratitude. So every day for the next week, I want you to write down 3 things that you're grateful for about your money or your financial life. It can be big things. It can be small things. Maybe it's having a roof over your head. It's raining outside. So yes, we're thankful for that. Maybe it's money that you receive. Side note, you should always do a little gratitude celebration when you receive money. Doesn't matter what it is. I have a tax system set up on my phone when money comes in through the business. But hey, when I receive the child support, I'm still doing this exercise because we're still receiving, we're still in gratitude. Okay. Having a paycheck, or maybe, and this takes growth. This is one of the things that we talk about, even like with the debt. What is a lesson that you've learned from a mistake or a choice that you feel like it's a mistake now? Because I really don't think it's a mistake financially. That person that you were with, okay, maybe not. What's the lesson that you learned from that? Can you be grateful for that? Can you show up in gratitude for that? We're keeping it simple. We're just working on being consistent. And it's like a base practice. We're changing our vibration, our vibrational frequency about where we're at with money. If you can show up in gratitude, you can receive. And we're going to get into more of the receiving and probably one of the biggest problems I see with entrepreneurs and receiving here in the next couple weeks. Like I said, I think we're doing debt next week. So maybe it's in 2 weeks that we're going to talk about the receiving portion. But here's the thing. I don't want this gratitude exercise to just become a thing on your to-do list. Because then we just do it quick, get it over with so I can get the check mark. And the dopamine hit comes from, hey, I got the check mark. Hey, I did it. I did all the things on my to-do list instead of being intentional and sitting with it. I was having a conversation the other day with somebody on LinkedIn. They were like, what are your self-care? I'm trying to remember how she worded it. What are your daily practices for self-care? It's like, well, I don't know that I really have any. I have a list of things that I like to do for self-care, but do I make myself do every single one of them every single day? Not necessarily. Because then for me, I know myself. It'll become about getting the dang check mark, and I won't be intentional and present in the exercise. So when we do the gratitude exercise, I want you to truly sit with it and be grateful. Pick things that you are grateful. Don't do the same things every single day. Sure, you can have some things repeat, but really want you to be intentional and sit with it as opposed to, hey, this is just a thing I need to get done. Boom, 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 check, done, on to the next. Do you feel the difference there? Like, we need to sit with it and truly be grateful. Feel the gratitude for your life. What is it? Like, look around. What are the things that you're grateful for in your life? Is it the loved ones that you're sitting with? Is it when you're sitting on the couch tonight watching TV? Can you be thankful for those around you? Like, sit and truly feel present with it. That's what makes the gratitude practice so powerful, when we're truly sitting with those feelings, those emotions with it, as opposed to just making it another thing that we're doing on our to-do list. Okay. This is just the beginning, because I'm going to do a deep dive here in mindset and some tools and some shifts in the next coming episodes. I want to hear, though, what is one belief around money that you do want to shift? Send me a message on Instagram at Amy Circa. Link is in the show notes below. I want to hear, what's the one belief about money that you want to shift, and maybe we'll highlight it in some of the next upcoming episodes as we talk about mindset. Remember, this is a journey. You're already unstoppable. You've got this. We're just taking it one step at a time, and every step forward counts. We're going to start practicing our gratitude, right? Your action step is to make the gratitude list, 3 things every single day, but we're going to sit and be intentional with it, sitting with gratitude and being intentional instead of just making it an item on the to-do list. Next time, we're going to tackle how to stop feeling guilty about debt and how to start moving forward with confidence. So if you're ready to shift the way that you think and feel about money, if you're ready to go deeper and not just like a one-time thing, but in a way that actually sticks, then you need the Money Mindset Playbook. This isn't just another checklist. We've completely revamped it. It's a spiral staircase that you get to come back to again and again and again. As you grow, achieve new levels, you're going to find new ways that things will shift for you. There's now 18 mindset shifting lessons. I've got reflection prompts in there, and there's also a private podcast series that's going to go deeper into the emotional side of money. I share a story inside the first episode of the private podcast series that goes along with Money Mindset Playbook that I've not shared anywhere else. I personally feel it's pretty mind-blowing. You'll definitely have to take a listen and let me know. It's completely free. Just head to amycirca.com/mindset or check out the link in the show notes to download your copy and start creating your unstoppable money mindset today. That's what I've got for now. We'll see you next time. If you're struggling with shame and guilt around your finances, whether it's debt, impulse spending, mistakes from the past, or the fact that you still haven't hit your income goal, then it's time for you to work with me. There are different levels of support and price points that you can use on the path to removing that guilt and shame so you can step into your unstoppable life. After all, your finances are unique to you, and your support should be too. Go to workwithamy.com to get started with one of my most popular programs, or you can book a Q&A call with me and we'll figure out what that next step should be. And those links are hanging out in the description of this video as well.